Oh, almost dropped my microphone. Okay, so, hey everyone, it's DimmerMeerkat, and I am making another video that's not really in line with my typical style of videos. As you all know, I tend to make music videos for, MMOs set to usually K-pop music, sometimes not K-pop music, typically silly, sometimes not silly. It's just what I enjoy doing. It's been a lot of fun. Anyway, so I've had a YouTube channel for about
11
years now. I opened it in
2007.
Since then, it's been kind of, not super popular, but that's because I don't really put out enough content, and then the content that I put out there isn't really the kind that engages people a whole lot. I mean, people like the music videos, from what I've seen, but I just don't do the sort of thing that a lot of popular YouTubers do. So anyway, I was going through with some of my newer videos here. I just finally started uploading videos after like a year and a half of not doing anything, and I saw that YouTube's changing the monetization requirements as of February something 2018. Now, I don't make a lot of money on what I can monetize. Most of the stuff I can't monetize, so I don't. Obviously I can't claim the rights to any of those K-pop songs or any of the other songs that I clearly don't own. And I can really only take responsibility for, the little clips that I release that are barely even a minute long, and the review video, one of them that I've done, and some of the, unique things, the Asmo and Ellie and the Solorius thing, and then the Arcade video contest that I did as well that had to be like 15 seconds long. So, anyway, that said, I never really came to YouTube to make money. That wasn't the point. The point was to put out videos and have fun. And that's still the point, and I want to get better at doing that. Recently I've been thinking a lot about, my life and where I want it to go. Just a little bit of background here is that I did graduate from college in 2011. I graduated with a degree in interactive design. Ended up not doing anything with that because it's a 2-year degree, and those don't really go a very long way. And I had to find something that would pay the bills. So since 2011, I've really been working a lot in data entry and customer service. Now, that said, I want to start trying to make money on my creative endeavors because they're things that bring joy, into my life, and things that put me in a better mental state. So, I was going to try to start doing things to be a little bit more original on YouTube and monetize and everything. But it looks like the bar's gotten a little bit higher, so it's going to take a lot of work. Essentially what this video is kind of the conclusion that I've come to. I was a little bit discouraged when I first saw their requirements. The requirement is that you have to have 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 hours of video content watched over the last 12 months. Now that's, I fall just a wee bit short of, and by a wee bit I mean a lot bit. I have 475 subscribers, so I'm just about halfway to where I need to be as far as subscribers go. As far as views go, I don't get anywhere close to 4,000 hours per 12 months. A lot of my videos are barely 3 minutes long, however long a song is, and then I also put out little clips that people don't even sit through the whole thing for. And yes, you can actually see that broken down. A lot of people don't watch the entire video, they'll just watch a certain part of it and then be done with it, so that is what it is. But essentially, my awakening came here when I, was feeling discouraged and disheartened, looking at my stats, thinking, that I can't put out things any faster than I've been putting them out. I almost rarely have time to do it, and when I do, I deal with a lot of mental illness, so there's depression, anxiety, and ADHD all on my table that I do have to deal with pretty frequently. It's not a very good excuse, but it's something that very, very recently I've started to get treated by psychiatrists and psychologists, so it's, a work in process. But as I was feeling discouraged, I decided to kind of try to look at this a little bit different. I was worried that the things that I want to make videos about don't really line up with the theme of what I have been making. Like I said, my theme really tends to be music videos and things based around MMOs, and I don't do a lot of talking, so this is kind of rare for me to even do a talking video, probably because I tend to kind of go off the rails and rant and ramble and lose what I was saying, like I just did right now. But point is, I was afraid that if I do anything else, I might lose some of my subscribers, or I might lose my appeal because I'm not sticking to that theme. So I've decided that instead of being afraid of that, I should actually try to branch out and do the things I wanted to do. There are review videos that I want to do about books, where I ruthlessly mock terrible $2 romance novels. I want to do basically audiobook readings of MMO stories that you typically don't get with that, so that people can listen to the lore of a game while they're playing it, so they don't have to sit down and read it, because I think a lot of lore is lost when it's only in text form and doesn't even really come up during the game so much. So I wanted to do that. Like, I wanted to read the Tales of the 12 from Arcage. So these are all things that I want to put out there, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So this is really just an announcement to let you guys know that some of my video content's going to change in terms of theme. You'll probably see some videos that have nothing to do with MMOs. They'll have some to do with, you know, probably just writing and reading and stuff like that. Not 100% sure where all of it will go. Some of it might go into art. I think the central focus will still be mostly MMOs and the art that I create within it, you know, as a role player and lore aficionado, I suppose. And yeah, so I hope that those of you who have been with me or have recently subscribed are okay with this change, and that you'll like the new content that I put out. I'm going to try to kind of give them their own categories so that you can go into playlists that have to do with whatever your particular interest is on my channel, and you don't have to watch the things that you're not really interested in. But yeah, so going from here, really I hope that you stick with me. I also hope that you tell your friends about some of the videos that you've seen, and try to get them over to my channel. See if you can kind of help me out by just kind of getting me some more subscribers and more views, so that we can maybe look into monetizing a little bit. This isn't saying that I won't do anything if I don't make money, because obviously I do this because I like it. But ultimately I would really, really love to someday make this into kind of a full-time profession. I'm wildly jealous of all this super successful YouTubers, and I've come to realize that they didn't get where they got by being afraid and not trying new things. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so stick with me, and I really appreciate all of your patronage. Also, in the meantime, I have opened up a Patreon. I'm still using their old logo because I don't like their new logo. It's really ugly. And I hope that if you like what you see and you'd like to see more, you can certainly help me out by going there and just kind of becoming a Patreon patron, whatever they call them. I believe it's not a whole hell of a lot. Like, you can do like $1 a month, doesn't matter. And then I'll work on getting unique content for people who are Patreons and whatnot. So yeah, anyway, so I've gone off enough on this little rant, but yeah. I should end it here. I'm really bad at outros. This is an outro. Insert outro right here. This is where the outro goes right here. That's it. I'm gonna stop recording now. Stop. I'm done.